true progress is to be able to endure the adversity with a serene mind. Endure the present and watch for better things. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. What stands in the way becomes the way. Hardship often prepares an ordinary person for an extraordinary destiny. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. Adopt the position of the consultant, not the despot. Seek to understand, not to dominate. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Love everything which happens, the event, the person involved in it, and the world. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. It does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. Work, therefore, without ceasing, to build yourself up in this spirit with true gratitude to the gods that they have allowed you to do so. Toil seeks the aid of time. Don't just say you have read books. Show that through them you have learned to think better, to be a more discriminating and reflective person. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Pain is neither intolerable nor everlasting if you bear in mind that it has its limits, and if you add nothing to it in imagination. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. The best answer to anger is silence. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The best revenge is to be unlike the one who performed the injustice. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. All cruelty springs from weakness. Happiness is a good flow of life. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. A good character, when established, is not easily overthrown. What progress have I made? I am beginning to be my own friend. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. The best answer to anger is silence. Time discovers truth. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Not what we have, but what we enjoy, constitutes our abundance. Happiness is found within yourself, in your way of thinking. Very little is needed to make a happy life. Escape anxiety by understanding that it is within you, not outside of you. Choose what is right and true, and don't be like your enemies. Accept fate and love those who come into your life with all your heart. Live in the present and cherish the precious privilege of being alive. Live happily with inward power of the soul. Do not commit injustice by doing nothing. Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Do every act as if it were your last in fear, never beginning to truly live. Choose freedom, moderation, and contentment. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Immerse yourself in truth, kindness, and humility. Speak only what is necessary and embody your philosophy. True happiness is found in enjoying the present moment without anxious dependence on the future. Be content with what you have and be prepared for whatever comes your way. Prepare yourself for opportunities and don't let cruelty stem from weakness. Embrace difficulties as they strengthen the mind and learn to live a good life. Hang on to your youthful enthusiasms and use them wisely. Choose to be brave and free and live each day as a separate life. Escape the things that harass you by becoming a different person, not by being in a different place. Realize that many things we think we need are unnecessary. Associate with those who improve you and remember that only time can heal what reason cannot. Put an end to putting things off and live in the present moment. Take control of yourself and live with excellence. Understand that wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool. Enjoy present pleasures without injuring future ones. Live immediately and don't let expectancy hang upon tomorrow, losing today in the process. Most powerful is the one who has themselves in their own power. Remember, life is like a play, and it is the excellence of the acting that truly matters. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal. Adversity is the diamond dust heaven polishes its jewels with. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Struggle today to build strength for tomorrow.